Okay, and we're off. Hello everyone, we are playing Spyro the Dragon today. This is my first time streaming in a couple of weeks. I was on holiday for most of the second half of August, and just in time for coming back, the Spyro Trilogy is out on Nintendo Switch at last. So we are going to get stuck in. This is part of my Retro Retread series. This is the second game I've done. I've done Todd's Passage already, and in this I'm basically going through games from my childhood. And seeing how they hold up, seeing if I can still play them, and just seeing how much I remember. So we're going to get stuck in with Spyro the Dragon 1 today. I'm not going to finish the whole thing today, but it should be good to see. We've got to read some privacy policy. There we go. Read the whole thing. Absolutely. It's all just absorbed. You know, I can do that. Unlike Rain Man. All right. Let's get started. So we have our choice here, Spyro 1, Spyro 2, or Spyro 3. We are going to start with Spyro the Dragon 1. Hopefully the audio is okay. If there are any problems, then let me know, but hopefully the microphone's at good levels. But yeah, I had this on the PS1 about 20 years ago. I still have my original copy somewhere, but I haven't played this for a long time. And this is the first time I've seen it in HD, so
okay, rolling.
Let's see how this is.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
I remember this, yeah.
Nasty Gnorc character. Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
They've got motivational posters on his wall now. That's quite cool.
He is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Yeah, there we go.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Okay. So, yeah, I remember that dialogue. That was right straight out of the original game, I think. And, oh wow, it looks so good. Okay, so B button is jump, A button is flame. First thing you've got to do when you're doing any game, check all the options. So let's have a look. Flame attack is trigger, pull the camera behind, roll left, camera roll right, look, charge jump. Okay. Can you? That's the retro controls. Oh, actually, I think I was going to stick to the retro controls. I prefer that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Move list. I don't think I need that. Sound. Yeah. Camera. Don't need any of that. I might invert the camera later. I'll see how it looks. Language select. Map off. I'm not playing with the map. I don't think the original had a map, so we're going to have the map off for now. I'll keep the subtitles on, just in case you guys can't hear the dialogue. So this is the Artisans World. I remember first playing this game in, it must have been about 1999, 98 something. I remember it came with a demo disc for official PlayStation magazine, I think, and I played, it was literally this first level. The entire thing was this first level, and I remember just running around and having the best time, because my my favourite genre, or my favourite genre when I was a kid, is collectathons. And I loved collecting the dragons, collecting the gems. So a charge, we can flame this guy, can't we? Okay. Camera's good. Going to take a while to get used to. I don't remember the camera being this close to Spyro. I wish there was a way to zoom it out. There we go. Right. Is there a way to zoom the camera out? I'm going to swap the camera around quickly. Invert camera X, yes. See what that does. Oh no, I don't like that at all. Invert camera Y off. Camera active? What does that do? I really should have done this before I started streaming, but oh well. My worry about playing this in HD for the first time is that trying to find the gems was hard enough in the simple textures of the PS1 game. So trying to find them against all this lush backgrounds is going to be quite tricky. I'm not a fan of how close this camera is. Is there a way to zoom it out? Because if I've got to play like this for 3 games, it's going to be... Reignite. Yeah, it doesn't give you the option, it seems like. Yeah, that's annoying. I mean, maybe it was like that in the original, I can't remember. But I don't like the fact that it's so zoomed in. Maybe I've been spoiled by other 3D games. Anyway, let's talk to our first dragon, Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan World, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, he's not helpful. He just tells you, find dragons, tells you no more information. Oh yeah, that's the fairy that saves your game. This has been a long time, this is weird. I think there's a level you can get to in here once you, I think you have to do these platforms. Oh, can Spyro not swim? Yeah, okay, so Spyro's gonna, I'm gonna change this camera again. This camera is driving me mad. Okay. I've got the wrong control scheme on. I want the original controls. Right, okay, now I'll stop being picky and we'll actually play this game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. I think this is the flight level. We'll start with this. Why not? Oh, that frame rate's a bit rough. It's a problem with getting it day 1. Yeah, this came out, if you don't know, this came out last year on PS4 and Xbox, and then this year the exclusivity deal for those ran out, and now it's on Switch as of today. So you've got to collect all. There are 4 different kinds of items, and you've got to collect them all before the timer runs out, and every time you collect some, you add more seconds to your timer. And I used to be able to do these flawlessly, but I also used to be 12. So who knows what 30-year-old me is going to be able to do, but it's slowly coming back to me. There's a few gates, there's some things you've got to destroy. There's normally things you fly through. That's 5. There's the 6th. Oh, plane. Oh yeah, the planes. I forgot about those. 2, 1. Got that. Oh, I missed one. That's what it is. And I'm dead. Okay. Give it one more go. If not, I might come back to that, because you have to figure out the route. There is a single route that will allow you to get everything. So I'll go for the first gate, because I think you get the first few gates and then you get the planes. Yes, there are 8 planes around here which fly in, I think, a figure 8, so we should be able to get all these relatively well. We would be able to if I could actually aim the bloody thing. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the 8th one? Come on, where are you? There you are. Oh, you'd have to be miles away, wouldn't you? That's 8. So we get the next gate. Frame rate's a bit choppy. Maybe they'll patch that at some point. Okay. One more gate and then we go for the trains. Oh, we can get 2 trains at once here. Or 4 barrels rather. It's the barrels that count, not the trains. So we'll fly backwards along the thing here. That's 2 more. No, take off, take off. Come on, Spyro, come on. And there's the other 2. Now, what on earth is the last category? Whatever it is, I've got 5 seconds to find it. Arches, chests. Where on earth were the chests? Okay. Well, we've got 180 gems. We'll come back to that because I want to go and actually travel around the levels. Because I don't have to worry about leaving a level and having gems scattered around. Time we on. Yeah. Okay. I still haven't got this dragon. You're supposed to be rescuing dragons, and I just walked completely past that guy.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him!
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
This is a tutorial level. You can't
His
beat the
name
boss.
is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about Sparks the Dragonfly because he's your health meter. It's really strange way of marking your health meter, but I never really notice when he disappears. So if he disappears, then you've got 1 hit and then you're dead. Basically, he is your bodyguard. Oh, I got a life. Right, get some gems. Actually, we'll get these guys. And you kill the sheep in order to get health back. Okay. And Sparks helps collect gems for you. If you don't touch them yourself, he'll collect them for you and sort of drag them towards you. So get as much as we can in the hub world. It has been a long time since I've played this. I can't remember where anything is. There's a door that leads to nowhere because that's the start of the game. I think there's a bit of motion blur going on. Let's try turning that off. I'm spending more time in the options menu than I am in the actual game at the moment. Let's try motion blur off. Oh yeah, I much prefer that. It looks a little bit crispier, a little bit more pixelated, but I actually prefer that. I think it's easier on the eyes. And also, it reminds me a little bit more of the PS1 version, having the slightly blockier graphics. See, in the old game, you used to be able to press what was then triangle on the controller, and you would jump to that ledge. I don't know what the button is now. I'm pressing X, which is the equivalent. Nothing's happening. Oh. Guess I didn't need it. kill a sheep just for the fun of it. You literally burn their wool off. I think there's some more gems around here. Cool. Right. Let's head into our first level. So I am playing this to completion. Apparently, according to howlongtobeat.com, it takes about 8 hours. So I'm hoping I can do this in 2, maybe 3 sessions. At that point, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do... I feel like I should jump straight into Spyro 2 and just do all 3 in a row. But I might break it up with something else. And this is a long loading screen. There we go. Oh, that's clever. That was smooth smooth transition. Right. This is where the collectathon begins. Get every single gem in the level, if you can. I can't remember. I don't think you learn any moves in Spyro. I think you have pretty much everything you need. I could be wrong. The original is very much a straight sort of 3D platformer. In later games, they give you extra characters and extra things to do.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Why has he got so many watches on? Did you see? He had like 2 watches around his neck. He had like 4 on each arm. Apparently every single dragon in this game has a different design, which considering there's at least what, 60, 70 of them, something like that, that's a lot. Because I think in the original it was basically they were all naked and they all had like 5 models between them. So these metal ones I believe are flame-proof. Yeah, you can't burn through them. So you've got to charge them. Alright. What was that saying? Talk. What's she saying?
Spyro.
Oh right, okay, so you can just replay the little cutscene just in case you can't remember how to how to use your health bar or whatever it was that guy told us. Okay. Oh, there's someone in that chest. Oh, that was an extra life. Okay. And we found the exit to the level already. Alright. What's this guy got to say?
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
I do remember in the original game, at least in Spyro 1, Spyro sounded like an annoying little twerp. I don't know what it was about his voice, but it was like, "Where's Nasty Nog? I want to go after him." And it was just like, he wasn't that likable as a character. But they got a little better in the second trilogy. I think they've got the same voice actor for all 3 in this one. I think they've got the original guy back. Right. Oh, that's a hole to jump down. Okay. Do you get a thing about total guidebook? Okay, that's pretty cool. All right. See, this is why I like collectathons that have this sort of list where it's like a checklist to take. I'm very sort of you know, pernickety like that. So this level has 4 dragons. It has an egg to get. I think I remember that. And 200 gems to find. So that's it's a relatively small level. So you should be able to do that with no bother at all. And is that yeah, it gives you a time, so an in-game time in the top right there, 11 minutes. So we can do speedruns of this if I feel like it. Total number of gems is 12,000 in the game. Okay, it doesn't tell us the number of dragons. The game total is 4% at the moment. I think the maximum in the original game, I'm pretty sure, was 120%. In Spyro 1 at least. So yeah, 120%. We're going for 120. What was through here? Did I do this bit already? Yes. Okay. We're jumping down the hole, lads. Oh, hang on. There's gems up there. Oh yeah, there's a whole sort of back hillside. How on earth do you get up there? Okay, there's got to be some, like I don't think it's possible to just jump and glide. And actually, haven't been down this corridor yet. We'll leave the hole for now. I remember that annoying little. Ugh. That's the guy you've got to chase to get the egg. Yeah, the wizard. I have to, yeah, I'm not a fan of how close this camera is to Spyro. I feel like it should be at least twice as far back. You'd think they would have added that option in the remake, but I mean, the thing is, if that's how it was in the original game, and I've just been spoiled by having so many available camera controls in later games, but you'd think for a game coming out in 2019 or 2018 last year that they would have actually done something about it. A few gems over here. Okay. So I think there's a vortex or something. I'll just double check I've got everything in the corners. Yeah, I think there's a vortex in here that takes you out to the... Yep, there we go. See, I remember stuff. Oh. Another dragon. Gildus. Does that mean he's gold? It does.
Spyro, my friend. How about a hint on gliding?
Why isn't your name Glidus?
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump. And
Why is he
try
covered in
pressing
paint?
The action button to drop down mid-flight.
All these dragons have backstories that we never find out. The last guy was waiting like 9 watches. That one is covered in some kind of paint, and his name's Gilding, which, you know, I'm just glad it's not gelding. Right. So we can glide down to here. Need to figure out how to stop gliding. I mean, maybe that's an option that's only available on Spyro 2. The option to sort of... Or maybe it was an exploit in the PS1 version that they patched out. I can't remember. Okay. There you are. That taunting has just annoyed the life out of me as a kid. Got to... There we go. Got to cut him off somehow. So yeah. Oh, that's the invisible wall. Oh cool, it actually lights up. So we can't go any further, that's the barrier. But I want to see, look at all those mountains. See, this is the thing, that games like Breath of the Wild have spoiled me, because I just want to go explore all those hills back there. And I can't, because I get zapped by the Jurassic Park electric fence. It does look good though, this game. I love this. I know people think that it's not very, it's, you know, not on to be just remaking old games, but I'm the perfect age to be, I'm the perfect customer for this, because this game came out when I was, what, 9, 10? And I remember it looking amazing, which it obviously didn't, because it was on a PlayStation 1, but this just... I love this. I love the... Like, this is how games should look. They just look gorgeous. You know, and if it's a 3D game, you know, 2D games, the 2D look is kind of timeless, the sort of pixelated look, the Super Nintendo Mega Drive look, but from the PlayStation 1 and the N64 onwards, 3D models weren't the best, let's be honest. So is there stuff in this castle? Am I gaining anything by going up here? Can I actually go up here? It doesn't seem like I can. No, okay. I'll come back and, oh, I almost got myself wedged there. See, I am slightly worried that I'm hoping that they've redesigned the hitboxes in this, because I feel like it's going to be PlayStation 1 hitboxes. Oh, missed these couple. Can I get up the back here? Come on, I must be able to jump up that ledge. Apparently not. I think that's all the gems. Music done by Stuart Copeland, the drummer for the Police. Which I didn't know about for years and years. I mean, I didn't know who the Police were when I was 9 years old. Right, we're going in the hole. Hang on to your hole, we're going in the hole. And there's the final dragon. Gavin. Gavin the dragon.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Why have you got a nose ring?
Sure.
Okay, so that's all the dragons found. Got to find all the gems now. And we can't get into that one because we don't have the key. So there's a key in this level somewhere. Is that it? The hole was just... Okay. Right, so there are 29 gems left to get. I think 25 of them are in that chest. The one with the key, the lock on it. That's what I'm talking about. So we've got 4 gems to find. We've got to find a key somewhere as well. Where would that be? Get everything in here. Clearly my memory's not very good in terms of where everything is in terms of keys. I think there's probably some nooks or crannies around here that I've missed. It's not that big a level if you think about it. There are basically 2 main areas. Hey Alex, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm playing Spyro, and I can't remember where anything is. And I've already got to the point where I've collected nearly everything in the level, and I've got no idea where the rest of them are. So this is just going to be me running around a very small level looking for gems that I can't find. So yeah, strap in. Right. Yep, the constant search for cash. It's my life as well. Hey Dan, how you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this is wow. Brilliant. Yeah, this came out for Switch today, so I have been sort of getting to grips with the game that I haven't played in maybe 15 years. And I'm currently doing the very exciting to watch thing of looking for 4 gems that are somewhere in this level that I have no idea where they are. If I can't find them in the next couple of minutes, I'll just move on to the next level and come back, because I'm a hardcore completionist for these kind of games, but when it comes to you know, there's a fine line between getting everything and, you know, putting on an entertaining show. So So yeah. I have no idea where these are. So, oh no, hang on, that's where they are. They're on the beach. I forgot there was a beach down here. Oh yeah, you can do that, can't you? I can't remember how you do it. You push down. Yeah. So Sparks points towards the chests, which are obviously right in front of me because I'm blind. Right. So there's the key. We've got that. 2. He must have a really sore head, Spyro. I mean, he's hammering through solid metal there. Right. Down the hole. There we are. Alright, boom. 100% the first level. I managed to, so I had this trilogy on PS1, and where's the exit? Now I'm completely lost my bearings. Yeah, thanks Dan, because if it wasn't for you, I would be in this level for like 4 hours. So yeah, when I was a kid, I completed both the first 2 games 100%, or in the case of Spyro 1, 120%. And where on earth? I'm just getting lost here. The third game, I can't remember if I ever finished it. I think it was my sister's, and I borrowed it. And I remember playing a lot of it. I remember doing the skateboarding bits, but I don't know if I ever finished it. So that will be interesting to see if that one, because I've got this series that I'm doing called Retread, where I'm gonna play a whole bunch of my childhood games, but I'm not sure how much of Spyro 3 will count towards that because I can't remember if I ever beat it. But yeah, this was the game that made me want to get a PlayStation when I was a kid. I got a demo disc through the mail and I played at a friend's house, and this was the opening area. So I'm not going to go back to the flight level yet because I need to work on the route for that. So there's another level in here, isn't there? Oh, I know that. Well, see, when you were a kid and you had a friend who had a different console to you, and they had a game that you really wanted, but you couldn't afford it because you could only afford one console, and it was the one you had, and it didn't have the game that you wanted to play, and you know, you had to save up your pocket money, and by the time you saved up all your pocket money to buy the console, the next console had come out, and so you had to fight for you had to sort of race for that one, and it was never ending. Unless you were a rich kid and had all of them. Or you're a 30-year-old who buys the console for $5. 20 years after it stopped being current. Right. I remember this game. Yeah. I do love that they've remade it 1-to-1. I love that they've kept it exactly as is, just like the Crash Bandicoot games. Just everything's a lot shinier. Yeah, that happened to be 20 years ago as well. There we go. Honestly, he must have the hardest head in the world. Alban.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures.
He's sitting on his tail?
Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
I don't like him. He's got a monocle. See, the thing is, in the original game, all of the dragons had basically like 5 or 6 models between them, and all of them were naked. So you just had naked. You're rescuing naked dragons for 7 or 8 levels, and they'd each give you a little hint. So basically, you had naked people giving hints to a child, essentially, which is a little sinister. But in this game, every single dragon has its own design, and some of them have the weirdest designs. Like there was one guy was covered in paint, one guy was wearing like 9 watches, and I want to know their backstories. And all you ever get is a 5-second conversation with them where they tell you something basic about the game. Stop hitting me on the head! There we go. So I want to, like, that guy with the monocle, he's sitting on his tail. I want to know, where, like, where do you get the monocle? I want to know his backstory, but you don't get that. Right. Light the fire. What does that do? Does that do anything? Random bookcase. Who keeps your bookcase outside? What happens if it rains, you idiot? There we go. Oh yeah, I imagine the Spyro fan fiction for the for the dragons is probably there'll be tomes and tomes of this stuff, honestly. Okay, I need to go a bit higher for that one. I am still annoyed by the fact that the camera is so close to Spyro. I wish there was a way to make it further away, but that's the last time I'm going to mention it because I've done nothing but complain about it since I started the game. See, that's the thing. I don't know if, whenever I start a new game, if I complain about the camera controls because the camera controls aren't very good, or whether I complain about them because they're different for every single game and it takes me, you know, sort of half an hour to an hour to learn the new camera controls. I don't know. Is it unfamiliarity, or is it that I have a preferred system? Darius! Oh! I remember you from when you sang Colorblind. From when you came third in Pop Idol.
But a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Nobody told me you'd feel so good. Nobody said you'd be so beautiful. Oh yeah, I remember Darius. I actually own a copy of Darius' debut album because my dad was friends with his dad. So I actually quite like Darius' first album. So yeah. One of the dragons in the last world was called Gavin, which I found quite funny because all of them have got kind of dragony names, and then you've just got Gavin. It's like having a dragon called Steve. It's brilliant. What's down here? Is there anything down here? Is there like a tunnel or something? No, I've just fallen into the hole I was just in, haven't I? Hang on, Sparks is blue. Yeah, okay, so I was low on health. I can play games. I know what I'm doing. Is that another dragon over there? No, it's not. It's a bookcase. I'm mistaking a dragon. I'm mistaking a bookcase for a dragon. It's a wonder I can put my clothes on in the morning, honestly. Where am I going next? I think I have to go... Did I go over here? Did I get all the gems here? Okay, so I'm kind of lost now. There must be another area that I can't find. I think there's down to the side. Okay. Oh, down here. Yeah, there we go. I just saw your pun, Alex. Sorry. You're gonna have to do quite well to come up with lots of dragon puns. Because I think you've played your hand quite early in that case. There we go. Again, fire-breathing dragons owning books doesn't seem like a good idea. Oswin. Oh, it's Will Smith in Aladdin.
Secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Why would you keep that a secret? You can zoom in and look around, but don't tell anyone about it because they might want to look around as well. Yeah, see, look, this place is a health and safety nightmare. You've got fire-breathing dragons in a library with lit candles on the shelves next to the books. I mean, I'm surprised the place hasn't turned to ash already. Jesus. There's lit candles on every single shelf. I mean, you're just asking for an inferno to start up. Look, I'm just gonna start the fire because, you know, I'm Billy Joel. I can start the fire. I mean, their books must be made of titanium or something like that. Tungsten. Oh yeah, Spyro can't swim, so he just sort of knocks himself out anytime he touches water. Right, is that all the gems? I think that's all the gems. I've got the key as well, so I need to go and do that. What's my totals? 90 out of 100. Okay, that's not too bad. So the last 10 will be in the safe. Right, I'm going to get out of here before the entire thing burns up, because that's just... Did nobody think when they were designing this place, maybe we shouldn't put all of our information down on something that we can set fire to with our own breath? I'm feeling quite ranty tonight. I mean, I think maybe Nasty Nork the villain has the right idea. Maybe all the dragons should be just encased in metal for their own well-being, their own safety. They just can't be trusted. Where's this chest? Hang on, Sparks is green. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Honestly, that show was so much fun to do, and the number of people that, you know, even though we didn't win, the number of people that have sent me messages, it's been it was brilliant. Victoria is absolutely wonderful. I don't know if you heard the story about what happened when so we were finishing our second recording, which isn't a spoiler because everybody does a second recording, and it was getting quite close to the am I done? Hang on, shall I head for the exit? Yes, I'm done. Okay. So the recording was running a little late, and we all had to get trains home because I had to get back to Kent. From the record's in Cardiff, if you don't know. I had to get back to Kent, and my teammate Tim had to get back to Liverpool, and we were in something like the third round. I think we were doing the connecting wall, and there was something like half an hour before the last train home left Cardiff station. And we mentioned this, and we were saying we're a little bit nervous because we have to get taxis to Cardiff Central ASAP, and Victoria said, "Don't worry, if you miss the last train home, I will personally pay for a taxi to take you from Cardiff to Liverpool," which was so nice of her. It would have been useless for me because I live in Kent, but for Tim it would have been fantastic. But it didn't end up being a problem. We managed to get the train with about like 5 minutes spare, yeah. So, and I met her again at. I went to a recording of Heresy, the Radio 4 show that she does a few months ago, and she. Middle of the recording, as one of the comedians was giving a monologue, she just went, "Oh, hello, David. How are you?" So yeah, she came over and said hi after that, and I was gobsmacked that she remembered who I was from, you know, sort of 3 months before, because she deals with, you know, I mean, 16 teams of 3 people each, so that's 48 people, and she remembered who I was, so I was quite flattered by that. So yeah, I have nothing but amazing words to say for Victoria. Right, another dragon. Thomas! What's this guy look like? He's naked!
Hey, Spyro! Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Naked apart from a necklace, a hat, and what looks like a lute. Clothed in nothing but a smile. Oh really? Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see what ones you write, because I love sort of the question writing as well. I love writing my own questions and just seeing who came up with what, seeing if they're like, because some people have a sort of question style. I think I heard that first in that expression. I've used that expression for years. I think it's from Grand Theft Auto. I think there's one of the radio stations in Vice City has a nudist on, and he talks about going out to the beach clothed in nothing but a smile. Yeah. There's a lot of I mean, we've got naked Spyro right here. If you play it like Donkey Kong, just wears a red tie. Sonic has gloves and shoes and nothing else. There's a lot of nudity in video games that I don't think we actually acknowledge. You know, is that a message we want to be sending to our children? Can I ask Daniel? You were the you're the guy that did the stool question. Is that right? The stool scale question. I remember. I seem to remember something about that. The poo question. Yes. Weren't you introduced to Victoria as the guy who did the poo question? Am I remembering that right? That's fantastic. I'm going up this vortex, I don't know. Right, town square, let's just go in. Yeah, I actually, this afternoon, I got interviewed by Lucy Porter and Jenny Ryan for their Fingers on Buzzers podcast, because Amanda, the producer of the show, is a friend. So that's coming out on Friday, so that'll be awesome. They want me back on after my second episode as well, which is really cool. So must have gone well. I'm nervous whenever I talk about Only Connect on anything. This is Niels. Okay. Whoa! Check out the neck on this guy.
Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use
Hey,
the
it's
right
me
stick
in
to
dragon
get a
form.
Look.
Yeah, some kind of. Oh, was he a sculptor? Is that what it was? Yeah, I'm terrified about. Anytime anyone talks about Only Connect, I'm terrified about accidentally spoiling a part of the show or accidentally revealing something that I shouldn't be. But I think everything was alright. They were mostly talking about, mostly asking me about the episode that was just on Monday, and then just about how we applied for the show and things like that. So hopefully it's a good interview. It was only about 15 minutes, but they're absolutely lovely people. I'm curious about the Michael Portillo thing. I'm wondering what that's going to be. Right. Oh, you've got to catch it, don't you? Yeah, okay, right. Rescue Devlin. Oh, nice cake.
Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Yes, another dragon already told me that. And hang on, he baked us a cake that said thanks Spyro, and then he just disappears with it. What a greedy bastard. I made you this cake. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going off to eat it now. That's death. Right. I didn't have my cake. That's the problem. He just held it out in front of me and went, "Isn't this a lovely cake?" Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to bugger off. Right, I'm going to kill that nene guy because that's going to annoy the hell out of me if I can figure out how to get up there. Oh yeah, there's this Matador guy, isn't there? Where is he? Do you mind? I just killed all those bulls for you. Alright, you're getting it. You're only worth one anyway. Alright. The tradesman's entrance. Okay. I do know that
Spyro, did you see a man
in
dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg.
You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run! Run!
This is Brian Blessed in Dragon
I'm
form.
getting a little winded.
There is I can't say anything. I don't want to spoil anything. There is an episode wherein where I think I inspired Victoria's ending joke, but I'm not going to say what it is because I might give away something. This is so difficult. I don't like being under NDA. Are my audio levels alright, by the way? I didn't have any viewers at the beginning of the stream, so I have no idea if the sound is alright or if the microphone's too loud or anything like that. Yeah, see you. Right, I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna turn into Phil Kevin Bridges for a second. Alright, you. I'm coming for you, you little fud. No, I'm not. Yeah, alright, fair enough. I'll mute it at the first opportunity. Come on, come on. Oh, come on! Oh yeah, sorry, I should probably introduce you. Daniel, this is my friend Alex. Alex, this is Daniel. He's one of the question writers for Only Connect, among other things. But he hasn't been giving me any answers before you ask. Right. How? There's got to be a way. There we go. Right. Oh, we've got to chase this guy, don't we? This is good. See, I'm mostly steering by turning the camera around. I'm not good at just straight up. And he's away. Right. Where are you? I've lost him. Okay. What do you mean hardly important? You're the poo guy. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, that's new. Reigniting. That wasn't in the original. Or maybe it was. I don't know. It's been literally decades. Yeah, sorry, that was a crap thing to say. Glide. Right, there's that. Look at him. Look at him. Laughing. He's got glowing eyes. Oh, I'm gonna have to make this jump again, aren't I? Right. Come here, you. Ow. Where are you? Oh, he jumped back up the ledge. That's what he did. Ugh. Yeah, this is my friend Alex. He loves to make terrible puns. Something we share in common. Right. That, honestly, that taunting is just so infuriating. Right, come on. If I drop down, he's just going to jump back up, isn't he? Yeah. Don't say the word gibberish, you'll give me flashbacks to last night. It's not gibberish, it's regurgitate. Ow. Shall I just continue on? Shall I just... I'm determined to get this little guy. There we go. Right. Come here. Come here. And flame! Missed him. Right, okay, I'm gonna climb over and get this. Give him a chance to get back up. One of the first streams I did, like 3 weeks ago, I spent the best part of an hour and a half trying to beat one tennis match in Mario Tennis. Didn't really make for thrilling viewing. Rescue Thor! Mighty Thor!
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
That's not Thor.
You can always check your
Where's your hammer?
by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
Where are your abs? It's just a pothead. Oh well, we found Thor. God of Thunder! God of ceramic pots, apparently. They do run in circuits, but see, he's sitting there waving at me, and I just know as soon as I go down, he'd leap up, and I'm gonna have to go all the way around again. He's just... Jeez, Alex, how long did that one take you? There we go. Okay, so now I get 2 eggs. I was going to say, if you can make puns out of Spyro and Dragon now that you've done those ones, then no, you haven't. You've just been conspiroing in this time. Have I got everything? 192. So there it is. Look, Thor. I'm missing 8 gems. Oh, come on. He gets applause and I get booing. Right, I'm missing 8 gems. Oh yeah, I can use sparks, can't I? Yeah, over there. Oh, up the ledge. That's a really, really handy thing that I completely and utterly forgot about when I was a kid. I used to think when I was a kid that you had to unlock that, like you couldn't use it straight away. But this means that I can basically 100% the game as I go through, which is nice. Are they around the side here? No. There they are. Oh, don't fall off the edge. Cool. Right. I think I'm pretty much done with World 1 apart from the flight level, which I'm going to give another go to. Those are the levels that always gave me the most grief as a kid. It's all about learning the path, and I can't remember the path. I did it before you hopped on the stream. I tried it at the start, and I managed to get 3 of the groups of 8 in a single go, and then I couldn't find any of the other category. So I don't know where they are. I think I'm just going to spend the first run just looking for them, because I think it was the chests I was missing. Spyro can't. Why is Spyro so allergic to water, honestly? Because he breathes fire, and of course fire types are weak against water types. It's obvious. Oh yeah, Spyro's a Pokemon now. It's canon. Am I dashing? I'm always dashing. Look at me. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Oh, there are the chests. Okay, right. What do you mean by dashing? Because I'm not familiar with that term. Sorry. Right. Oh, there's one more. Nope, there isn't one more. Come on. So, don't land on the platform, you stupid purple thing. Right, 13. Get a couple of barrels. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm not, but I'd be, Oh, right, is this like Puzzled Pint? Is that the same sort of thing? Because I've always been curious about that, but I've never actually done anything about it because I can never find anyone. I don't know anyone else who's a puzzle fan. But yeah, my September's pretty busy, but that sounds like something that would be right up my street. Okay, I've got 6 barrels already. That's pretty good. So 1, 2, come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are you? Where are you? Come on, come on, come on. There you are. Right. Nope. Round to go again. The turn of shame. Oh, this is hemorrhaging seconds right now. Right, we'll do the rest of these. Problem is that some of these take more than 3 seconds to get through, so you are just losing time every time you do it. Especially when you land on this stupid platform. Oh, that's close. Oh, chests. If I get this, I've only got 2 barrels to get. What? Oh, you stupid dragon. See, yeah, I'm dead. Unless... yeah, I'm dead. But... almost. I think we'll get it one more go. A day long, right, okay. Okay, got those 2. Get the chest first of all, actually build up some. Or we could just drown. Okay, right, fair enough. Yeah, I've got like weddings and things on in September, so I don't think I'd be able to, because I'm guessing it's at a weekend. But yeah, I'd definitely be up for doing something like that at some point, because I love puzzles. Ah. Honestly, just... I swear Spyro must have like a titanium skull, or like a diamond skull, because he crashes into everything under the sun. Did you really? Wow. I'm honored to be in such esteemed company. That's really, really cool. Right, I'm gonna get these planes. Again, building planes that can be taken down by a single breath of fire, perhaps not the best design choice. 2, 1. Okay, and then we've got 2 more barrels down here. There you are. That's 6, so we'll do a couple more arches. Right. I do love the music in this game. I mean, it does have that kind of... There's something about it that feels a bit policey. So you can kind of hear Stuart Copeland in it. Oh, this is going to be way too close. I don't think I'm going to do this. 3, 2, 1. I need the last battle to be... Oh no, I'm not... No, yeah. Yeah. Okay. This time, now this time... 2. We'll go to do the planes first. We'll build up a bit of time. I think that's what you do first. I think you do the planes. Oh, follow the train track, right? Yeah. The problem is that if I do that, I think the time it takes to find each train isn't really advantageous to getting the optimum time. We'll give it a go. Because if we can do this. Okay, you know what? That actually wasn't too bad. Fair play. You can claim that victory too. Yeah, and then you come out right next to the planes. Okay, yeah. I'm with you now. Wait. I know I'm going with the flow of the planes, which isn't ideal, but... So... Ah! Come here. Come here. Come on. There you go. Right. Go the long way round, and then this should take us out just by the chests. Yeah, this level gave me trouble on PS1 as well. But I've built up enough of a time cushion that I should be alright. I think we're going to be good. I think we're alright. I have to do the chest cave. Oh. Wah, wah. Right. Going in with both barrels. Come back down. These two. And then the last two should be around there. Two for one. Yeah. 6. 7 and 8. Cool. Right, get this gate next. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Pull up, you idiot. Hello and welcome to Failing with David. Today we're going to be failing Spyro the Dragon. Over and over and over. And quite often under, because we're going to be under the water a lot. Oh, come on, right, come on. Oh, come on, it's plain obvious. Yesterday we failed Only Connect, today we fail Spyro. And I'm missing a plane. Just like a lot of the questions in Only Collect, it flew right over my head. But at least we've got some nice chill music. One, two. Missed that one, but that's alright because I'll get it on the way back. Actually, I don't think this saves us as much time as I think it does. The amount of time it takes to fly around the room. It takes longer than 3 seconds to get each chest, and then you have to travel back out again, so there's a long time with no collections of anything. Actually, no, I think we might be okay. Right. Seven, 6. Ah! Oh, the tension. $159. Oh. Retry. Why would I want to retry? Boom. And with that, we're done with world number 1. Oh, Vavrinka's losing in the tennis. Right. So I think that's... Oh, stop getting damaged by the water, you wimp! So I'm still missing a dragon in the outer world, in the hub world. Did I go... I went into this one, didn't I? This one in here? Dark Hollow. I think I went into that one. I did, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's the thing is that 100% in this game is actually 120% because there's a bonus level where you can get a whole bunch of gems. You get 100% and then it gives you access to a bonus level which has like 1 million gems in it. So the final tally is 120%. But there is, yeah, there's one dragon right at the end where it's, you won't see it if you're just doing a casual playthrough. It is something like, there's charging boosts, there's charging tracks, and you've got to sort of jump and jump and jump and go all around the castle, and you get up to a hidden door, and that's where the final dragon is, and that evaded me for the longest time. I've got all these. Yeah, I'm doing stuff I've already done. What the hell's going on? Right, I am missing another dragon. Oh yeah, I haven't been through to the end of the world yet. Oh yeah, there are more gems in here. Yeah, I haven't done this bit yet. Nope, still missing a dragon. Where are you? Oh, I didn't even notice this bit. There we are. Oh yeah, there's a boss, isn't there? Argus. The janitor from Hogwarts, also naked apart from a scarf.
Do that again.
The Artisans boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Who eats a watermelon like that? Just taking bite chunks out of it like it's an apple. There we go. 100% level complete. Right, let's do this. Oh, Toasty! I think I remember this guy. Oh, check out the pixelation on those clouds in the background. And check out the frame rate. Oh, wow. Switch port could do with a bit of patching, it seems. Right. Oh yeah, there are gems to collect in this level as well, aren't there? What? Okay, right. I flamed him once and he jumped on my head. Come on. These dogs, I remember these dogs being pains in the bum. And now I have no sparks, so I've got to collect the gems manually. That's annoying. Oh, you almost got horns in it. Yeah, I'm dead. It is rough, because I'm dead. Did I miss any gems at the back here? There aren't any secret platforms or anything like that. No, just a drop to the death. Okay. Right, I've already done you. Hey, I flamed you twice. I'm just gonna have to get stomped on by all these dogs, aren't I? There we go. What's this guy saying? This is Nevin! Ooh!
Nasty Nork has put one of his most
check out the Tash
henchmen in charge of the Artisan World.
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
I'm not going to tell you how to beat the boss, I'm just going to tell you to be careful because he's a boss. That sounds about right. I'm sure I set these controls to the originals. It keeps... There we go. I was trying to... Yeah, that's better. I was trying to get the shoulder buttons to do the camera work for me. Oh, is that Toasty? I thought that was just a random scarecrow guy. Right. Well, he's flammable, so that shouldn't be too hard. He's literally made of straw, and he's using his dogs to do the fighting for him because he's too lazy to do it himself. Ah, it's a sheep. Forgot about that. Speaking of sheep, I need to go get some health. Yeah, I'm not speedrunning this game though. I speedran Banjo-Kazooie, and I'm dead. That Banjo-Kazooie speedrun that I did is now on the official leaderboards. I think I am in the top 30 for 100% runs on Xbox. It's not a good time compared to the top 5, but you know, I am officially a speedrunner now. I have officially got. I'm officially on the leaderboards, which is very cool. Ow. If speedrunning for a living paid, then I would. But you have to actually be good at games in order to do that. I mean, I'd love to be able to... It is possible, if you do Twitch streaming well enough and you get enough of a following, it is possible to make money off it. But it just depends on having an audience and having people that want to listen. So it's a bit of luck, I guess. Just if people like you or not. But I mean, who knows? I'm doing this because I like it. I'm not doing it to try and make any money out of it. Was that it? Well, yes, that was a boss. Slightly anticlimactic, but I'll take it. 100%? 100%. Alright. So I think we are officially done with World 1. We've done the boss that I forgot about. 1,000 gems. So we are 1/12 of the way to finishing the game. And that took an hour and 20 odd minutes. So what's an hour and 20 times 12? Go. The answer is 16 hours. Hopefully it doesn't take me 16 hours to beat this, but we'll see how we get on. Right. So I think we're ready to... let's just have a look. Guidebook, we are at 17%. Okay, so we're actually more than a 12th of the way through. Right. Who's this guy?
Wow.
Marco the
I
Balloonist.
see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeepers World if you like. Are you ready to go?
Surely every world deserves to have peacekeepers. You shouldn't hoard them all for yourself. I like that. I'm going to steal that. How old are you? Why, I'm 17 and a bit. How fast was I going, officer? Why, I was doing 27 and a bit. Well, this is relaxing. I suppose it's a way to beat the loading screen, isn't it? Just let's have a look at your hot air balloon from every conceivable angle. Nope. Music's a bit ominous. Right, who's this guy? Titan! It's Thanos! And he's actually
Welcome
purple.
to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us.
If you're...
Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
He's got a massive axe.
Got it.
You didn't know that already, Spyro? Yeah, it's, I mean, again, it's the thing of, I own a Switch, I can't afford to get a PS4 or anything like that, so I just get the games on the system I have. Plus, I'm the kind of person, I'm not, that's what I was going to say. I was going to ask why, if he was a peacekeeper, why he needed to carry a massive axe. I'm not, I would rather have portability over graphical power, if I'm honest, so I quite like having the Switch for that reason. I've never been one to be sort of chasing graphics or anything like that, so... So hang on, this is the Peacekeepers World, and there are cannons everywhere. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying it was. It's just my personal preference. I do want to get a PS4 at some point though, because I want to play games like Uncharted and Last of Us and Persona and things like that. But yeah, I just have to wait until I have a bit of extra cash, which I am seriously struggling with at the moment. Okay. Plus there are so many good games coming out for the Switch in the next couple of months that I don't really have a need for a PS4 right now. I mean, I just got 3 games right here for like 30 quid, so... Okay, if can I fire these cannons? Yes, I can, and they do something. Do you have to fire them? Ah, right, do you have to push them round? Do you have to, yes, okay, right, I know where, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Huh. Well, that was helpful. I'm guessing there's something I've got to fire it at. I'll come back to that. I've heard loads of people say amazing things about Uncharted, so... And Uncharted 2 in particular is supposed to be one of the best games ever made, so I really want to give it a go. I mean, there are a lot of games that I consider my favourites that loads of people say are overrated, so... And to be honest, there are some games that people seem to love with dearly that I think are overrated. And I don't want to go to another world already. Okay, dragon. Magnus. Magnus, Irish cider.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you.
No, he hasn't. I've died several times.
Strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Well, that's disturbing. Oh. There we go. Okay, can I fire it at that guy? Can I fire at that house? Is that doing anything? Is that gonna... Oh no, don't you use it to fire... Yeah, you fire at the these metal chests, don't you? Because you can't... Yeah, you can't destroy them. Right, okay, I can play games. I'm smart. Look at me. I'm ever so smart. There we go. See, when I say I love solving puzzles, that's what I mean. I mean figuring out that you can use a cannon to open a chest. Because that's what the first thing you think of. You think, oh, I've got a locked chest here. What shall I use to unlock it? I know, a cannon. Right, where am I? What am I doing? What's my name? Who am I? What's the time? Oh. Get that weapon. We'll go to cliff time. Ah, see, they've tricked you there. Because it used to be in the original that you would enter... Oh, the frame rate! It used to be that you would enter the level and it would just immediately just transition into this loading screen. But that, you can see when it enters and leaves, there's a flash. So it's not a seamless transition anymore. But it is here. This is very cool. I like that it flies and then... Oh no, okay. That was less seamless than the originals, but... Okay. I have that's actually, having a flexible metal cape is quite cool. But not when you can just use your horns and it does absolutely nothing whatsoever. Come on. Okay. Timely on 10 o'clock. Okay, I'll play for another hour or so and then I'll call it a night. I am playing this, I am noticing a few frame drops here and there, which normally I don't do. Normally frame rate doesn't bother me at all. You know, I mean, I grew up playing the Mega Drive where we were talking sort of, you know, 20, 15 frames per second at times, and the PAL Mega Drive, which was also 20% slower than the American Mega Drive. Which the American Mega Drive didn't exist, it was the Genesis, but hopefully you know what I mean. So frame rates never really bothered me, except when there's, you know, obvious slowdown, and there's a bit of slowdown here and there. It's not the best Switch port I've seen, especially when you consider it to something like Doom or Rocket League, where the frame rate is smooth as. Anything developed by Panic Button is just superb. And is there a way to get around that? Am I trying to get somewhere that I can't get yet? Or not from here? Alright, I'll go across the bridge and come back. But yeah, it's a little bit choppy. Hopefully the patches will... Halvor! Oh, check out that. Can I have
How's
that?
a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
You charge it.
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
See, all this advice would be really useful if we hadn't been encountering enemies with metal armor for like... Oh, hang on, I'll get this guy. If we hadn't been encountering enemies with metal armor for like 5 levels now, you know? It's like, oh, remember that thing that you figured out how to do 5 levels ago? Yeah, we're going to give you a hint for it now. Right. I don't know how, but they managed to make the NNNNS even more annoying in this game than it was in the original. Right, okay. Am I actually gaining on him, or I am slightly, and then I crash? There we go. I don't know what you do with the eggs, if anything. There must be a reason for them. There must be. But I can't remember what it is. 13 lives. I do miss the days of the 90s where, you know, you'd have live system in games, and you would just, if you were good at the game, you could just collect dozens and dozens of lives because they just served no purpose because you hardly ever died. I mean, I say that I've died loads in these games already, but still quite an abundance of lives. Right. We're already 114 gems. How many are in this game? 400. Jeez. Okay. Oh. I mean, how many omelets do I don't know. I am not a fan of eggs at all, so I don't know. Is 3 eggs a lot for an omelette? Do you not normally just use 1? We've got 3 eggs. That would be 1 big omelette, wouldn't it? I'm showing my complete and utter ignorance here. Having said that, when I saw your joke about the omelette, I did go oof, which was me replying in French. That's a good point. Dragon eggs, yeah, because dragon eggs are enormous. I just keep thinking back to the episode of QI where Stephen asked what people in China built their houses out of, and Bill Bailey replied with dinosaur eggs. See, I love this. I love collectathons. They're possibly my favorite genre. Between this, Banjo-Kazooie, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, I love just running through levels, just hoarding stuff. Unfortunately, then you do get the counter side of when you get to the end of the game and you're 99% complete and you've got to troll through every single level looking for that one gem in a corner that you couldn't find, and you spend 6 hours looking for it, and it just drives you absolutely mental. But the rest of it is fantastic other than that. I mean, Grand Theft Auto is very good for that. Grand Theft Auto has a ton of... is that glidable too? I feel like it's got to be glidable. Right. Oh, there's a rocket there. I didn't jump high enough. Grand Theft Auto's got a ton of things like that, and I love the fact that it actually keeps a track of sort of 100% complete unique stunts and everything like that. Because you don't really think of Grand Theft Auto as a collectathon, but it is. It's got so many missions, and just because you don't collect them, it's got stunts. It's got it has got hidden packages. It's got, you know, rampages and things like that. It is a collectathon game, and San Andreas is probably the worst for it, because San Andreas you will end up with something like 99.97% and have no idea where in the enormous world that last 0.03% is. I think I can flame that rocket without having to land on the platform. No. Okay. I'll come back to that later. Enzo!
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Well, that's entirely unhelpful. What was on his chin? He had like kind of like scales on his chin. Looked a bit like Thanos. But he is my favourite because Enzo's is the name of my local fish and chip shop back in Scotland, and they do the best food I have ever had. Whenever I go back to Scotland, I go to Enzo's Fish and Chips, and it is the best meal I have ever had, and is always the best meal I ever have. And they're closing it down this year, and I'm gutted, absolutely gutted. But yeah, so Enzo is my favourite for that reason. Can I hop up here? I should be able to hop up here, but I can't. Right. Ah, this is where I glide from for these. That makes so much more sense. And then that light, and that's going to set off that. Very impressive you can get a firework to spiral exactly the way they want it to. You know, I'd love to know the aerodynamics of that. Alright, thanks for tuning in, Dad. That's I'm amazed that you came to watch. That's fantastic. I'll hopefully see you again sometime. Take care, man. Good night. Right. That dragon with the scaly chin was telling me to fly over, and I can't even get up the castle. Okay, right. Get that slot first. Oh, gold. Okay. Ow. I'm not very... Oh, there's a vortex there. Oh, that's good. Shortcut. Right, can I get to those chests far away? I don't think I can. I think we're going to have to glide here and then glide over. Okay, I'm going for it. Yes, okay. Come on, Sparks, you can get it. Oh, damn it. Oh, definitely, please do. Collectathons are kind of few and far between, but I do know of a few good ones. If you haven't played Hat in Time, Hat in Time is probably the best example of a modern day collectathon, which I haven't played yet, but it's coming to Switch next month, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. I just finished Yooka-Laylee as well, which is done by the same guys that did Banjo-Kazooie, and it's very good. It's an indie game, so it's not the longest game in the world, but it's pretty good for what it is. And then there's Super Lucky's Tale as well, which used to be an Xbox exclusive, but is coming to Switch in November. So it's a good time for collectathons. We've got the Spyro Trilogy in September, we've got Hat in Time in October, and we've got Super Lucky's Tale in November. Plus whatever else gets announced at the Nintendo Direct tomorrow night, which I will be streaming live, by the way. I will be watching that live on stream, so that should be fun. It's 11 o'clock at night tomorrow night, so I'll see what that gives us. We're going to get the 4th Super Smash Bros. Character, which is probably going to be from, I think it's called King of Fighters. It's supposed to be Terry from King of Fighters, which is not a series I'm familiar with, but there are loads of characters in Smash that I love that I'm not familiar with, so I'm curious to see what he does. Is this the edge of the world? Yes. Okay. Oh, look at this lonely cat! This lonely cactus. I want to flame it, but I can't. I'll get a text on my phone, get attacked by a vulture. That's the way it goes. I think it was Alice Fraser who called that vultural appropriation. But you have vultures moving into your territory. Come on. Sparks is too busy eating flies to actually collect the gems for him. Like, Dragon! Marco! Polo.
You reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
So what you're saying is, this is the highest point in Clifftown, I can get anywhere from here, but I should go over there. Well then, I'm not here then, am I? Right, let's get these last two birdies. Yep. What have we got? There we go, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so we're now at full health. I've got all the dragons, I've got the eggs, I need to find 60 gems. And then I'm done with this level 2. Can I reach... Is there anything on the top of the temple there? Don't think there is. There are those. Okay, let's get those gems first. Right, let's... okay, we'll get these ones first. So we need to hop to here. Ow. Okay. And go. No. How on earth am I meant to do that? Oh, right, okay. Still missing a few though. So if I land on the lower platform, I can flame the upper ones. Oh, I can just jump up. Okay. So, 33 gems left to get. Not a sodding clue what any of them are. Oh, I can use sparks. They're back this way. Okay. What? I know, and the fact that the dragons have a library full of books, you know, I can kind of understand having a library if you're a dragon, because at least you can sort of not breathe fire on the books, you know, you can sort of control yourself. But to have lit candles on the library shelves is just dangerous, man. Like, I don't care what creature you are, it's just poor. There we go, there's a few back here, okay. Well, that was a 25, wasn't it? Is that it? Yes! 100%. And we're miles away from the end of the level. Right, I'm gonna try, if I can, I'm gonna try and finish World 2 tonight before I go to bed. And then it will probably be, I mean, I'll do the stream of the Nintendo Direct tomorrow night, but then I will probably, it depends on the tennis, because I'll be watching the tennis, but I'm hoping to do World 3 and 4 on Thursday. See how things go. I have got things on this weekend, but I'm hoping to do a bit of streaming. Peacekeepers. Oh, getting attacked by armies as soon as I land. That's a nice surprise. Okay. I forgot about that. Those guys salute before they die. That's quite funny. And I'm just landing in the water because... Okay, we'll just go straight into the next level. Let's... Oh wow, Vavrinka lost in the tennis. Huh. Defeats Novak Djokovic and then immediately loses. Okay. Is that a solar eclipse? Is that a solar eclipse in the... That's either a giant crescent moon or I think that's meant to be a solar eclipse, which is really, 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 really cool if that's the case. Sorry, I'm kind of obsessed with solar eclipses. Don't you call me a black hole, that's not very nice. Just because I suck in all the energy around me, there's no need to be calling me names. Just because I'm a beacon of darkness, just sucking all the light out of a room. Ow. Yeah, that's not great. I do love the humor in this game. I mean, I love like the army guys in the hub world that when they die they salute and fall backwards, and this one here where the little guy is blindfolded and then the big guy sort of smacks him on the bum and he runs forward and just charges you. I mean, there's loads of humour in this game that, yeah, I'd forgotten about. Then he attacks you with a ladle. Oh. And he just runs off the edge. Does that mean that if he runs off the edge, do I not get the gem then? It can't work like that, surely. I mean, I think there are a few games that still go for the humour. I mean, I think there are different genres of different games. Particularly the guys that do... Oh, that was surprising. Again, if he kills himself, do I not get the gem? Because if that's the case, that's really infuriating. There are a few games. I mean, like, there are South Park games, which, again, I guess they count under the swearing, but I think there are a few games that are still sort of on the funny side. Now, I think, do you have to glide in this guy? I think you have to glide from here, don't you? No. Okay. The Banjo-Kazooie games, if you ever get a chance to play them, Alex, they are full of British humour. They were done by a bunch of guys in the Midlands back in the 90s, and the particularly Kazooie, the character, the bird, she is so sarcastic and she is such a smart arse. She is so funny. Yeah, they were from Twycross in Leicestershire, and they made the best games of the 90s, all in that one studio in the 90s. They made Banjo-Kazooie, they made GoldenEye, they made a few of the team went on to make Time Splitters, they made Diddy Kong Racing, they made Donkey Kong 64, they made loads of, pretty much all the best games of the N64 came from that one studio. Like, anyone who owned an N64 owned at least one rare game. Okay, so I've got the key. I need to find the chest now. I don't know where to go from here. Rare were bought, so the company was called Rareware. They're still around. They were, I think Nintendo had a 51% share in them. And then in 2002, they were bought by Microsoft to make games exclusively for the Xbox.
Dr. Shemp thinks he's so cool.
Trondo.
You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
It's just Pirate Dragon. Oh, is this the boss level? Did I walk into the boss level by mistake? Dr. Shemp. Yeah, this is the boss level. Oops. Okay. So yeah, Rare were bought by Microsoft in 2002 to make games for the Xbox alone, and they haven't really. When they were bought out, a lot of the creative team that made all of the best games, they left to form other studios. So a lot of the best guys went to make Time Splitters at a different studio, and so Rare wasn't quite the same creative force that it was in the late 90s when they were making stuff for Nintendo. They were still making good games, it just wasn't the lightning in a bottle that it was for Nintendo. And so there hasn't really been a standout game from them. They made a lot of games for the Kinect, like sort of like Wii Sports type games. They made a couple of prequels and sequels to N64 games that didn't sell very well. They made a prequel to Perfect Dark, and they made a sequel to Banjo-Kazooie, which were both kind of well received, but they weren't as good as the originals. And they've kind of not been the same since. The golden age isn't quite what it was. But they are still around, and that meant that we could get Banjo-Kazooie and Super Smash Bros. As DLC, which was the greatest news of the year by miles for me. It was unbelievable. And so yeah, I'm just thankful that they're still around so that could happen. Right, I need to get some health in there. What we got? Where are you? Oh, there's something going on up there. Right, okay. I missed that. What's that? One lonely gem. And one failure of a jump. When it says that, when he does that flying thing, it makes it look like he's like in heaven, like he's an angel or something. It's just like, here he is flying around, he's a ghost now. Right, I'm going to go back and get that gem. I'm not going to let that gem beat me. We shall not be... I'm going to rescue that gem. It is my duty. It's my duty as a naked purple dragon to rescue that gem. Right, where is it? There we go. Oh, it's a purple as well, so 25. Nice. EA bought a lot of companies. They bought the company that made Theme Park back in the 90s and Theme Hospital. They bought them. They were called Bullfrog. They bought them and they kind of dissolved them into. They sort of absorbed them into their massive company. And again, a lot of the creative team didn't stick around. You have to be very careful whenever one company buys another one, because often, yeah, they don't give them the creative access that they want, and they lose a lot of their best team. There we go. In fact, the guys that made Theme Hospital back in the day, they got back together and they released 2 Point Hospital last year, which was the sort of spiritual successor to it. So it's basically like Theme Hospital 2 from the same team. Except obviously they can't call it Theme Hospital 2 because they don't have the rights to the name. But yeah, apparently that's really good as well. Right, what am I supposed to do? Right, okay, so we've got to wait for him. And then we jump. Come on. Hit me. Missed. go. Okay, so that was the boss of World 2 beaten, without even realising we were in the boss level. And there's the key chest. Cool. I like that one, yeah. You'll get me singing Johnny Cash in a minute. The taste of love is sweet when Spyro burns your cheeks. Okay, am I done? I am done. Cool. More singing. No, less singing. I tell you what, I am thinking of, at some point I'm going to start playing Rocksmith on stream. And depending on how that goes, I may start singing along to some of the songs I play. Depends. The thing about it is I need to get the synchronization right, because there's a lot going on with Rocksmith. You've got your guitar going into the game and then the game coming back to your headphones. So trying to sing along and play along with songs that you're doing, and then have that all synchronized up and processed and out to Twitch so that it all comes out at the same time, so that none of the there's no delay between any of it, is quite difficult to set up. So I need to spend some time actually doing that. But at some point I do want to actually play my guitar on stream, because I've never really done that sort of thing before, except to a bunch of drunks in a bar maybe. Because how are you supposed to know if you're any good unless you play for people? There's a gem down there. Oh, we've got a, oh no. That's a good way of looking at it. Or they only suggest that you do like Crazy Frog or something like that. Oh, the frame rate. Oh, the frame rate's so bad. I don't think the loading times are too bad. I mean, compared to the PS1 version, I think they're probably about the same. I don't remember them being ridiculously long. Okay, the gems behind here. What's this guy wearing on his head? It's like like a winter's hat, is it? Well, it's not doing much to warm you up, is it? So I'll help you out. Again, this is the Ice Cavern, so this should just cut through, fire should just cut through everything here. Instead, I'm just falling to my death, because that's how I roll. And by roll, I mean plummet 5,000 feet. Reigniting. Alright. Time we on. 10:30. 30 minutes to beat the world. We can do it. Right, boys and girls? Here's our first dragon. Ulrich. Sounds painful.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
That could take several years, though. Okay. I feel like... oh, I missed a gem. Oh, you're kidding me! Oh. That ain't good. Reigniting. Well, we're gonna finish the world in half an hour. The way we're gonna do it is by dying every 3 minutes. He pointed and laughed at me, so he had to die. Yeah, okay. Problem with playing collectathons is they do give you a little bit of anxiety that you've missed something. But yeah, take that. Chest up here. Couple of metal chests because Spyro has a metal head. Yes, it would, because then I can know I can ignore it. And I'll spend the entire time thinking, is that a pun? Todor. He's in Game of Thrones, isn't he?
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Okay. Oh, are those gems on top of the... No, they're not. Okay, this is... Why is this thing here? Oh, I pressed the charge button by mistake and fell to my death again. Yeah, I just started playing video games last week. I haven't been playing them for 25 years. Welcome back to Failing with David. We're still failing at Spyro. It's fun. Okay. Ow. Come on. I think I probably have to agree with the Smasterpieces guys on this one that ice physics are never fun in a video game. Honestly, after being on Only Connect yesterday, I'm getting so many followers on Twitter. It's I'm amazed at the number of people that are following me based on that, because I feel nervous about the fact that mostly I tweet about tennis and video games, and they're just I don't think they know quite what they're in for. I mean, I'm so bad at this game that they have to rename it to Spyro the Dragon, because that's all I do. Oh god, you can tell it's getting late at night when the jokes start ending up that sort of quality. Right. I had 15 lives, I've now got 9. Right, dragon! Andor! That's a gate in electronics, isn't it? Andor? Well, that was brief. You're what? Enjoy what? I think you're gonna have to wait until I'm in a gorge for you to be able to use the engorge pun. Oh, okay. Word of advice: if you have to explain it, it's not worth the effort trying to make the pun. Because I would never have got in a million years George and the Dragon. Can I hop on? I mean, if you're happy with it, then go for it and see what sort of reaction you get. Okay. Right, okay, I'm gonna go back to the, yeah. Asher! What have you got to say?
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
Yeah. It sounds like they kind of ran out of ideas with the dragons. The first couple were baking me a cake, and that guy's just going, oh, I don't know where I am, and then leaving. Yep. How on earth are you supposed to get up there? Alright, I'll have to come back. Still haven't found the guy with the egg yet. I think it was up here. Yeah, there. Okay, right. I know where I'm going now. I suck at this game. Right. We go on. Right. It's amazing how much this is just sort of going through the levels, just attacking everything and collecting everything. I mean, it's great fun, and I'm loving it. But I haven't really encountered much of a challenge. Now that may just be because I've played this game before, or it may be that this game is easier than I remember. We are still only in World 2 of 5, so it may just be that the difficulty will ramp up later. But for now, I'm feeling all right about this. I'm playing through the game. I'm not trying to. I'm not like I'm not sure what the word is. I'm not having to actively sort of work at it to get through the game. I'm just sort of going through the motions. It's relatively straightforward. Ragnar.
You've done
Another
well,
naked one.
Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
The thing is, whether or not he's ready, he was the only dragon that wasn't captured. So it doesn't matter if he was ready or not. And yeah, more gems. Do I have to knock them off the poles? Is that what I have to do? Do I have to headbutt them? Yes. Okay. That would have been nice to know when I was all the way back. All the way back at the place where the gems were. The later games do have more of a challenge. There's a challenge in, it's either the second or the third game, where because in the second or third game you talk to characters and they give you things to do, and one of them starts his caption with "Trouble with the trolley, eh?" And you will hear that a lot, because I can't remember what the challenge is, but it is one where you will fail hundreds of times and you will remember that. Like, I remember someone was talking about it on Reddit on like a random post, and someone just commented "Trouble with the trolley, eh?" and I knew exactly what they were talking about. And it's just the fact that that's still in my brain after 20 years show you how hard that challenge must have been. There are more gems on pillars back here, and annoyingly I think they're red gems, so I have to get them. but they're only going to be sort of worth 1 each. Okay, I can't get that yet. And Spyro 3, I think, again, I can't remember if I ever finished that game, so it must have had some level of challenge to it for me to never finish it. Thanks, man. I'm hoping to get all 3 Spyro games done within September, certainly. Hopefully within a couple of weeks, because I don't think they should be too difficult. Certainly Spyro 1 I should be able to complete in a week. What time are we on? 11:15. Right. Am I going to have to go all the way back to the start? There are definitely a couple of... No, let's get this guy. There are definitely a couple of gems on poles that I want to get before I forget. I think they are here. There we are. Oh, and can I glide? Is that what it is? Yes! Oh, I'm so glad I spotted that. I think that's all of them. Right. Oh well, that's a nice little shortcut back to where we were. Spyro 2 is the one that I have the most recent memories of, because I rebought it about maybe 5 years ago, because I had it for the original PS1 and then my PS1 and all of my games got stolen, so I had to I've been rebuying them over the years, and Spyro 2 is the one that I bought the most recently, the PS1 game. I bought it and played through it again, so I can... That game's the freshest in my memory. Not that I'm saying I'll remember how to do anything in it, but it's the one that I've had the least amount of time since I last played it. Okay. Wilmot's Warehouse. What sort of game is Alex playing? Am I going to speedrun them? Probably not. Because the thing about speedrunning is that you have to spend a long time practicing a game, getting it right, learning where everything is. And you need to have a lot of patience, you need to do a lot of practice, and you need to enjoy a game so much that you don't mind doing it over and over and over again. Banjo-Kazooie is that game for me. I don't think Spyro is... There are only a few games that I enjoy so much that I would speedrun them. Banjo-Kazooie is one of them. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is another. Well, yeah. There are definitely a few, but I don't think Spyro is one of them. Spyro is one of the ones that I absolutely love, but it's not the sort of thing that I think I would particularly like to try and race. I would love to race these games though, like if I was up against someone and we were both trying to beat the game as fast as possible, I would be 100% up for doing that. Because I think the idea of sort of speedrun races is fantastic. Is there a hole down there? Am I gonna... No, it's not. Okay. I'm kind of lost. I don't know where I've gone and I don't know where I need to go. And I'm missing... Okay, so I've got... Right, so I'm missing 30 gems, which is pretty much just the chest. Sparks. Stop eating sparks and show me where they're... Wow, they're miles away. Okay. Let's go over here. Yeah. Still miles away. Oh, they're... yeah. It's those gems high on the platform that I have no idea how to get to. Okay. Gonna have to do that then, aren't I? I have to figure out how to get up onto that platform that was like 5 meters above my head. Where are you, Alex? You're in the Matrix. and everything around you is a computer simulation. And where am I? Why, I'm back at the beginning of the level because I suck. Oh, it's late. Oh, I need to get some sleep. Oh, it took me all the way back here. That's annoying. Oh no, hang on. This is just where I was. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So I need to find a way to... It's somewhere... Right. Let's just go back to where the gems are. And then let's try and find our way. Find a way to get into the get onto that platform. And don't die, you utter tool. I think my problem is that I'm trying to, because I'm streaming this, I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, and it's not a skill that I've mastered very well. Tool did, yes, their first album in 13 years. Ow. I have a friend who is an enormous Tool fan. Oh, was that something? No. So let's get some help. The thing about Tool fans is there's a certain subsection of Tool fans that they sort of almost worship the band. They love the imagery, they love the it's almost become a running joke that about how obsessive Tool fans are, to the point where I've heard people say the quote, "I used to think I was a Tool fan, then I realized I just owned all their albums." And I think it's quite true. There they are. So I need to get to... Can I reach them from here? No. Well, we tried. It's got good sound design, this game. It's got good stereo mix in the headphones. Right, hang on. I think I know where I need to go. I need to go through that doorway on the right there. The thing is, Tool are the kind of band that... Right, well, let's open it up. Cool. Is that all of them? Right. We can go now. Can I glide? See, that's the end over there. Will I be able to glide to it? Let's find out. And we're off! I am gonna die. Tool are the kind of band that I think there was it the last album, 10,000 Days, where they had 2 tracks that were combined length of about 17 minutes, and then they had a 3rd track that was 17 minutes long on its own, and they sounded perfectly fine on their own. However, if you played the 2 17-minute tracks on top of each other, then they combined to make a whole new song. I think that was right. And that's the sort of band they are. That's the sort of creative thinking they have. Right. Time we on. Okay. So we've done the boss. Done 2 levels. think there's a third level. And then there's the flying section and the hub world. Try and do all that tonight. Because it'd be a nice little bookend if we can do Worlds 1 and 2 at the in the first session. Let's have a look. We've got Peacekeepers, 100% on those. Done 28% of the game so far in 1 hour and 50 minutes. Although I've been actually playing it for 2.5 hours, but I guess it doesn't count all the deaths. Did I go into that one? Dr. Shemp, I did. Need to find a cannon. Right, I can't remember if I got this cannon already, but... Nope, alright. All that for, what was it, 5 gems? Okay. Nope, that's a drop to the death. That was closer than it should have been. Oh! Target on the statue. We can fire that. Nice! We can get to a whole new area now. Yeah, we can now die in this area as well as the other one. Okay, I'm back where I was, aren't I? Right. You can't reach it from there. Don't try and be smart, don't try and take any shortcuts. Yeah, it's down here. Yeah. Not too bothered about the... Oh! Oh, that was easy. I was expecting a big chase. Okay. Got our key, got our gems, got our dragon. Gunner! Arsenal fan.
Well done, Spyro.
Look at the teeth on him.
Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Good, good lip syncing on Spyro there. I just noticed. Very well animated. I'm impressed with that. There's the other level. Oh no, this is the flight thing. Gems behind? No. Okay, so we've got all the gems. I've got all the gems. Right. Let's do this. This was the oh, frame rate. This was the one that earlier took me several attempts in World 1. I'm sure that World 2 is going to be far easier, of course, and it's not a bad idea for me to start it at 5 to 11. Let's give it a go though. So we've got the rings. Okay, well we'll start with the rings. Makes sense to do all these in a row. I spotted some chests as well we've got to get. So we can do those. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. He doesn't pull up fast enough, does Spyro? Okay. I think it's fair to say we're going to be starting with the rings every single time because they're just literally right in front of you. We have got to light these lampposts, these lighthouses, so we can try that. And we've got gates. Okay, so we've got a few things. We've got the chests, we've got the gates. we've got the lighthouses. If we do the gates on the way there, and then we can do the lighthouses on the way back, and that'll take us to the chests. And I missed a gate there because I'm blind. Yeah, so there's the... get the chests now. This one seems a bit more linear, it doesn't seem too bad. I mean, I was close to running out of time anyway. But that's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. It's not too bad actually, this one. It's just what one you do first. Okay, we'll do the chests, then we'll do the gates, then we'll do the lighthouses. I may have already met. Yeah, I'm going to start again because I can't start again. Okay. Because even just turning around to get another chest costs you like 5 seconds, and yeah, I'm already below 10 seconds. No, this one I think isn't too bad as long as you don't make any mistakes. You can sort of transition from one series to the next without too much trouble, and these gates are all quite close to each other, so we should be able to get a bit of time on here. The fact that you only get a 2-second bonus is a little concerning. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So if I hadn't missed time on that chest. One, 2. I did it again! Oh! Yeah, I'm just gonna start again. Funky little music though. Nice little bass line. That chest is just... Maybe if I go for that one first and I can swing down and get the other one, because that is such a difficult angle to get. Wasn't paying attention, almost missed the first ring, that would have been a disaster. Right, go for the high one first. Then swing round. Get the third one and then die. We're in for the long haul, lads. One, 2, 3. 4. 6. 7, and then up for the 8th. Okay, good. 2 down. 1. 2, don't know what I was doing there. 3, don't land on the platforms now. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8. This is going to be way too close for comfort. 2, 3. Especially when you crash into the lighthouses instead of flying past them. Oh, this is going to be way too close to call. 1, 0. Oh! Half a second. Half a second. Right. Yeah. Okay. You basically, some of these you do have to basically be flawless. And there's no point really nipping off to the side to sort of like get a lighthouse while you're on the way, because you're gonna have to fly around that way anyway to get the sequence of them later. So you've just basically got to be as good as you can. You can't crash, you can't stop on a platform, anything like that. Right. Gate. 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 This is better. This is better. Gate. Lighthouse. Lighthouse. See, I'm now crashed. That might be it. Lighthouse. 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 3, 2. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Now, I can't remember if there's another level in this, or if I've done enough. I feel like there's one more level. Right. Let's check the guidebook. That had 5 levels plus the hub world. I've done 4, yeah. So there probably is another level somewhere that I haven't found yet. It's probably to do with the cannons. I've been down there. Oh no, hang on, I haven't been in there. That's new. Right. Oh no, hang on, have I been here before? No, I don't think I have. Okay. So that is where I need to go next. But I also think there are some gems that I haven't got around here that these cannons are used for. I need to... I think I need to build a bridge or something using this. If I maybe try and blow up one of these rocks. Like this one. Or this one. No. I thought there's got to be some reason I use this cannon. Do I blow this up? No. Okay, okay, we'll leave that. Dry Canyon. Have I been in Dry Canyon? I haven't. This is the other level. Completely missed it. Oh well. Down in a dry canyon, swimming in the sand, praying for some holy water. She sends from off our hands, dry canyon. Hey, we can flame. We can fly. Okay, 10, off to a good start. Oh, I remember this place. Out. We've got to get this egg thief. See, that's the other thing about when you start off in a collectathon, you're spoilt for choice about what to get, so you don't know, should I get that, what should I get first? It's like when you get Christmas presents on Christmas morning, you're like, what do I open first? There's too many. Don't die, you stupid dragon. Come on. And flame. No. Ow. Alright, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Right. Ow. I mean, I have massive feet, so I'm always needing new socks. So I'd be happy with that. I think I'm now that I'm in my 30s, if someone gave me socks for Christmas, I'd be happy about it. And yeah, I know I've turned into that kind of person. Ow. Just. Right. So we've got to get 400 for dragons. Okay, let's do this. This is Conan! Oh! Late night talk show host.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
Oh, he's chatty. Nothing like the Conan from TV. He's a lot quieter in real life. This is medieval times and those guys have rocket launchers. Okay, well, before I go down there, let's finish off this area. Boris. Boo!
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
He's got a whip. He thinks he's Indiana Jones. Will I make it? Yes. Okay. So we'll go down here. I think this is, yeah, this is just a secret room, isn't it? It's not part of the main level. I need to find some health as well. My poor little dragonfly has gone amiss. I don't want to do that shortcut again. Let's just keep going. What do you do when you're one hit away from dying? You go head first into a bunch of people with rocket launchers. Another dragon. Ivor. Ivor bomb.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you were a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known...
I forget.
Good talk. Really worth saving all these dragons. You know, they're all so grateful and they give you such good advice, like, I forget. I'm tempted to put you back in the metal in that case. Come on, are there no health items around here? I want to collect these all manually. Where's the sheep? Well, I'm dead. There he is. Best way to get your friend back? Kill yourself. Right, okay, I can't afford to lose him again. How'd you get up there? Oh, you climb up on top of the thing and glide, don't you? Yeah, okay. Right. So I need to glide to here. No, I don't. A lot of this game is just overly ambitious jumping. Right. If I finish this level, then we are done for the night. So here's hoping I don't die any further. That was an extra life. That wasn't even a gem. Okay. Right. So I should be able to glide to here, yes. Oh, box of fireworks! Oh. Right. Box of fireworks is good fun. What's this? Okay, that was less than I was expecting it to do. Oh, so it damages you. That's... Cool, made it. Okay, I'm gonna have to come here, but come back here later with the key. Alright. I am also whelmed. I am as whelmed as I am gruntled, as I am shriveled. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Okay, cool. I'll save here actually, just because I'm gonna die again, I just know it. This guy was using one of his vultures to whack me with. Have I completely forgot that this has a live system. I've only got 3 lives left. I had 15 an hour ago. Remember earlier when I was talking about how, oh, it's so nice when you can just sort of die and you don't have to worry about it, you know, because you just end up with loads of lives. Yeah. And then you lose them all. Don't return home, Spyro. 357. Have I found all the dragons? I haven't, there's one left. And there he is. All male dragons so far. I haven't had a single female. Makes me wonder if maybe it's an entirely male society. Or maybe the female dragons were just smart enough to get away when the guy came and captured them all. Right. So I need to get to there. I must be able to glide. Let's go. No. And is there no like vortex I can use or something to climb back up? Do I have to go all the way around again? I do, don't I? Alright. But we are very close to ending for the night. Just have to get these last few. No point looking at Sparks because he's just going to point me at the ones that are where I know they are. Ow. Is it possible to jump up? I don't think it is. There's got to be a way up these platforms to allow us to glide. Nothing there. Oh wow, you can see a shadow in the ground. Look at that. Lighting in this game is really good. And that's from the sun, yeah. Look at that. I'm very impressed by that. I need to get to there. The key's up there as well. It should be glidable. It's just I can't get on top of those things in order to glide over to that platform. Okay, try. No. Okay. Could be a long one if I don't figure out how to do this. I don't think. Am I missing something? Am I just not making a jump that I should be able to make? Is that it? There's nothing else. I mean, I should be able to just jump from here at the peak of my jump and glide and land and get there. And I'm not able to. And I don't know if I'm missing something. Is there another way up? Is there another platform? Is there a higher platform? Can I get onto the top of those battlements? Or is it just that stupidly precise? What is that noise? Oh, it's the bunnies. Hold off on using the Googles just yet. We can have a look around. It should be achievable. It's just I feel like I'm missing it by like an inch. I mean, if you want to use the Google, go ahead. The level's called Dry Canyon. I just don't know if I'm missing something. this is the only thing stopping us from finishing this level. This is infuriating. Again, it feels like we should be able to get on top of those, but we can't. And there doesn't seem to be anything. There are no secret platforms, nothing in the middle. There's just us and the other ledge. And no way to get over there. What am I doing wrong, Alex? Tell me. Have to glide around a corner. From the other side of that. Okay. So maybe is there... Ah! I see what you mean. That platform up there, which is a tunnel from the other side. Right, I've got you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, and thank you for not saying it explicitly. That was good of you. So is it there? Is it? Let's have a think about this. This maybe? Yes. We're back in business. And then sneaky developers. Maximus. Oh, if he is Maximus.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
Right, so now we can get the cage, and we can finish this level and this world. If I don't die by falling into the water and having to do the whole thing again. How do I get back there? That's the ledge there, but I think that's too high. I think I have to go the long way around. That's annoying. Seems like there are a lot of precise jumps to make in this game that are almost pixel perfect, where if you're just slightly an inch too low, then you're just going to die. There we go. Please make it. Oh, for God's sake. Well, it wouldn't be Spyro without one more stupid death. Hey MK, how you doing, man? That's happened to me a lot tonight. Spent the last 20 minutes searching for this one little bit of gem left, and now we are finally going to try and get the last gem of World 2, and then we're going to call it a night and try again another day. But this has been good fun so far. I've missed this game. Oh, see that was so tight. The Spyro's back legs were off the end of the platform there. Okay. 100% level complete. So now we just need to get the last few gems in the hub world. And then we're done with World 2. And that'll be World 1 and 2 done in the first stream. Over near enough 3 hours. Right, I need to get into that doorway over there somehow. So let's go the long way around. Yeah. I forgot how often that happens in this game, where if you mistime your jump even slightly, you just die. It's one of the most infuriating double jumps of any game. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? So if we go up on this archway, we should be able to make that doorway. And we can, good. Still don't have the key though. Need to find the key. And the problem is, sparks will only point you towards where the gems are. It doesn't point you to where the key is. And how do you get... Oh, you just got it over there, I guess. So I now need to find the key before I can complete this. They're normally just lying around. I don't think you have to smash anything open or anything like that. Skill points acquired. What? I've forgotten what that means. Right, that's who we need to speak to once.
I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure.
Gosnold.
For the Magic Crafter's World if you're ready.
Okay, we're going to stay here. We're going to find this key. We're going to do it quickly. And then we're going to head to World 3 and we're going to end the stream. My keydar is not working very well today. It'll be one of these cannons will have to break open some rock or other. That tower, maybe? Are they mooning us? If I use this cannon to break open that tower, does that give us something? No. Just destroy everything and hope for the best. Can't destroy the arch. Alex, if you're still watching, can you Google where the key is? Just to speed things up, because I don't really want to spend another hour looking for a key in a level that... I was asking if you... Oh no, hang on, there is. I guess I must have... Never mind. I was going to ask if you could look for the key, but I just found it. So, it's all good. So I need to get back to the left-hand side of the screen, don't I? Right. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the gliding in this game. It feels like the hitboxes aren't quite there, and it doesn't seem as... See, in the original PlayStation version, you could press triangle and he would do a sort of little bunny hop at the top of his glide, and that would give you slightly extra height so that you could land on things with better precision. And this one, they seem to have taken it out. Let's try this again. There we go, that's better. This should be it. Cool. I mean, I can't manage a pull-up, so I'm not sure Spyro can. Now, where's this balloon? There's the balloon. Okay. Talk to me.
Hop on, Spyro.
Let's go to the Magic Crafters World. Boom. 3,000. I love this game, 3,000. Oh, look at that frame rate. Isn't that just delicious? And there it goes again. The Peacekeepers World had a lot of enemies in it. They're not doing their job properly. See that? Okay. So let's have a look. So Artisans World, 100%. Peacekeepers World, 100%. We have 3,000 of 12,000 gems. We have 32 dragons, 5 eggs, 4 lives, 35% complete in less than 2.5 hours. So we're not doing too badly. Skill points. What do skill points do? Okay, right. So they're like... I do remember this. They're like achievements. Like long before achievements were a thing. Reach the tricky platform. Scare 6 Norks into tents. all bulls stuck in the town. Okay. Yeah, okay, right. So skill, yeah, so this is basically like achievements before achievements were a thing. That's really, really cool. I'd completely forgotten about that. Right. With that, I'm going to end the stream for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. I will be back tomorrow night, hopefully, in time for the Nintendo Direct that got announced today. So it starts at 11 o'clock UK time. It is 40 minutes long. I will probably be at the pub until about 10:15. So hopefully I can get home and set things up in time. Yeah, so we can watch that. And then I will hopefully continue more Spyro on Thursday. Assuming everything goes well and assuming the tennis plays ball. But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you next time. Good night.